The studio lights blazed down on the set of Piers Morgan Uncensored, where the atmosphere was already thick with anticipation. Piers Morgan, the sharp-tongued host known for his unyielding interviews, sat poised in his chair, adjusting his tie as the audience settled in. Across from him was Ricky Gervais, the comedian whose wit could cut like a knife, famous for his no-holds-barred takes on everything from religion to celebrity culture. The topic of the night was set to be a heated debate on free speech in the modern world, but no one could have predicted how quickly things would escalate. Piers opened the show with his signature bravado, welcoming Ricky with a smirk. "Ricky Gervais, the man who offends everyone and gets away with it. Welcome to the show." Ricky leaned back, grinning. "Thanks, Piers, but let's be honest, you're the king of offending people. Remember that time you stormed off your own show?" The audience chuckled, but Piers shot back, "That was different. I was standing up for principles." Ricky rolled his eyes. "Principles? You mean your ego?" The banter started light, but as they delved into the meat of the discussion, tensions rose. Piers pressed Ricky on his views about cancel culture. "You've been cancelled multiple times, yet here you are. Do you think free speech is under threat?" Ricky nodded vigorously. "Absolutely. People are too sensitive these days. Comedy is about pushing boundaries, not tiptoeing around feelings," Piers countered. "But there's a line, Ricky. What about hate speech?" Ricky fired back. "Hate speech is just speech you hate. Who decides what's hateful? You, the government?" The exchange grew more intense, with Piers interrupting Ricky mid-sentence. "You're oversimplifying it," Ricky snapped, "and you're interrupting because you can't handle the truth." The audience gasped as the two men leaned forward, voices rising. Piers tried to steer the conversation, but Ricky wouldn't let up. "Look, Piers, you've built your career on controversy, but when someone challenges you, you throw a tantrum." Piers's face reddened. "This is my show, Ricky. Show some respect." Ricky laughed. "Respect? For what? Your fragile opinions?" The producer in the control room fidgeted, sensing the derailment. As the debate veered into personal territory, Piers brought up Ricky's atheism. "You mock religion relentlessly. Isn't that just bullying?" Ricky retorted. "Bullying? Religions have been bullying people for centuries. I'm just pointing out the absurdities." Piers slammed his hand on the table. "That's offensive to millions." Ricky shrugged. "Good. If they're offended, maybe they'll think twice." The crowd was divided, some cheering, others booing. Piers, losing composure, accused Ricky of arrogance. "You think you are above everyone," Ricky quipped. "No, just above hypocrites like you." The clash reached a boiling point when Piers stood up. "That's it. You're out of line." Ricky stood too. "Out of line? This is debate." Security appeared at the edges, and Piers signaled them, "Get him off my set." Ricky, incredulous, turned to the camera. "See, this is cancel culture in action." As he was escorted out, the audience erupted. The show cut to commercial, but the internet was already buzzing. What started as a discussion turned into a spectacle, highlighting the very issues they were debating. Piers later defended his actions on social media, claiming Ricky crossed a line, while Ricky tweeted, "Kicked off for telling the truth." Classic Piers. Fans dissected every moment, some siding with Piers's authority, others with Ricky's unfiltered honesty. The incident sparked wider conversations about media, power, and speech limits. In the end, it was a clash of titans that neither truly won, but the public couldn't get enough. The video of the moment went viral, amassing millions of views overnight. Commentators weighed in, from late-night hosts parodying the scene to serious pundits analyzing the implications. It was a reminder that in the age of live TV, anything can happen, and sometimes, the real drama unfolds unscripted. Following the explosive exit, the online world exploded with reactions. Twitter, or X as it's now called, was flooded with hashtags like #RickyVs.Piers and #KickedOffUncensored. Memes popped up everywhere, showing Piers's red face superimposed on various angry characters, and Ricky's smirking grin as a symbol of defiance. One viral tweet read, "Ricky Gervais just gave Piers Morgan a taste of his own medicine. Priceless." Another countered, "Piers was right, Ricky was rude and disrespectful." YouTubers quickly uploaded reaction videos, breaking down the argument frame by frame. "Look at Piers's vein popping," one said. "That's when he lost it." Ricky himself fueled the fire with a series of posts, "Thanks for having me, Piers." Short but sweet, or should I say, short and salty, Piers responded in kind. "Ricky, you're always welcome back if you learn some manners." The media frenzy didn't stop there. Tabloids ran headlines like "Gervais booted, the feud of the year," and speculated on whether this was staged for ratings. Insiders whispered that the producers were thrilled, as viewership spiked post-incident. Late-night shows like The Tonight Show had segments mocking the clash. Jimmy Fallon impersonated Piers, "This is my show," while a fake Ricky replied, "Not anymore." The debate extended to podcasts, where hosts discussed if kicking a guest off is ever justified. One podcaster argued, Piers has a right to control his platform, while another said, "That's censorship." Ricky's fans rallied, pointing to his history of standing up to power, from Golden Globes roasts to animal rights advocacy. Piers's supporters praised his no-nonsense style. The incident even caught the attention of other celebrities. Stephen Fry tweeted support for Ricky, "Brave as ever." While someone like Kanye might have chimed in randomly, news outlets like BBC and CNN covered it, with experts on media ethics weighing in. "This blurs the line between entertainment and journalism," one said. "Social media algorithms push the content, making it inescapable." People who missed the live show watched clips on TikTok, where short edits looped the dramatic moment. "Get him off" became a soundbite for remixes. The fallout affected both men's careers subtly. Piers's show saw a ratings boost, proving controversy sells. Ricky's stand-up tour tickets surged, as fans wanted more of his edge. But beneath the entertainment, serious questions lingered. Is free speech only free if it's polite? Does a host have absolute power? The clash became a case study in communication classes. Students debated the ethics, with some seeing Ricky as a hero, others as antagonistic. Piers addressed it in his next episode. "Last night got heated, but that's what makes this show real." He invited viewer calls, many defending Ricky. "You overreacted, Piers," he admitted. "Maybe, but respect matters." Ricky, in an interview elsewhere, laughed it off. "It was fun." Piers is a mate, but debates get passionate. Their friendship, known from past collaborations, added layers. Were they playing it up? Only they knew. The event inspired parodies on SNL, with cast members nailing the accents. "Blimey, governor." The global reach was immense, with translations in multiple languages. In the UK, it was pub talk. In the US, water cooler chatter. Ultimately, the heated clash turned into a cultural moment, reminding us that clashes like this keep conversations alive. Delving deeper into the backstreet, Ricky Gervais and Piers Morgan have a history that predates this incident. They've appeared together multiple times, often sparring good-naturedly on topics like politics and pop culture. Piers once interviewed Ricky about his Netflix specials, where they bonded over British humor. But underlying tensions existed, especially on sensitive issues like religion and animal rights, where Ricky is vocal. Piers, a former tabloid editor, thrives on confrontation, having famously walked off Good Morning Britain over Meghan Markle comments. Ricky, creator of The Office, uses comedy to critique society. Their styles clashed inevitably. On the night in question, the pre-show vibe was cordial. They shook hands, joked about old times. But as cameras rolled, the gloves came off. The argument started innocuously but snowballed when Piers challenged Ricky's trans jokes. "Some say they're harmful," Piers said. Ricky defended, "Jokes aren't harmful, actions are." Comedy tests ideas, Piers pushed, but words hurt. Ricky retorted, "Then don't listen." The escalation was rapid, with personal jabs flying. Piers mentioned Ricky's age. "You're getting cranky in your old age." Ricky hit back, "And you're getting irrelevant." The audience loved the rawness, but producers worried about advertiser backlash. When Ricky called Piers a hypocrite for supporting certain causes while ignoring others, Piers erupted. "That's libelous." Ricky laughed. "Sue me then." That's when security intervened. Post-kickoff, Ricky was seen outside the studio, signing autographs, unfazed. "All in good fun," he told fans. Piers wrapped the show solo, monologuing about decorum. The clip's virality broke records, surpassing previous TV moments like Oprah's interviews. Analysts noted how it reflected broader societal divides, progressives versus traditionalists, Free speech versus sensitivity. Ricky's atheism clashed with Piers's occasional defenses of faith. It sparked think pieces in The Guardian and Daily Mail, polarized as expected. The Guardian sided with free speech limits, Daily Mail with Ricky's boldness. Social experiments followed, with polls asking, who was right? Results split 50-50. Merchandise emerged. T-shirts saying "Kicked Off for Truth." Both men profited indirectly. Ricky's podcast downloads spiked. Piers's book sales too. Their agents probably high-fived, but was it real? Some theorized staging. Given their friendship, evidence, post-incident drinks photos surfaced, yet the passion seemed genuine. The incident influenced other shows. Hosts became cautious with guests. Jimmy Kimmel joked, "Note to self, don't invite Ricky." It highlighted live TV risks in the streaming era. Viewers demand authenticity, but boundaries exist. Legal experts discussed if Ricky could sue for wrongful ejection, but he dismissed it. Not worth it. The cultural impact lingered, inspiring art, cartoons, songs. A rapper sampled the audio. In academia, it became debate fodder. Students role-played the argument. Globally, translations spread it to non-English audiences. In France, dubbed versions aired. The clash epitomized 2025's media landscape: instant, viral, divisive. As time passed, it faded, but the lesson remained: clashes drive engagement. Ricky and Piers, wittingly or not, mastered that. Examining the immediate aftermath in detail, the studio crew was in shock as Ricky was led away. Piers recomposed himself, addressing the camera. "Well, that was unexpected, but this show is uncensored for a reason." Applause mixed with boos. Backstage, Ricky chatted with staff. No hard feelings. He hopped into a car, tweeting en route. The control room buzzed with calls from executives praising the drama. Ratings data showed a 30% spike. Online, forums like Reddit dissected it. Subreddits R, television and R, out of the loop filled with threads. Was it scripted? One asked. Evidence for, edited clips. Against, genuine anger. Commenters shared similar stories. Like other ejections, Howard Stern recalled his feuds. The incident drew parallels to historic TV moments. Bill O'Reilly's outbursts, Jerry Springer's chaos. Historians noted evolution from polite interviews to confrontational ones. Piers's style, influenced by his CNN days, amplified it. Ricky's, from stand-up, thrived on edge. Psychologists analyzed body language. Piers's crossed arms, Ricky's open palms. Classic dominance versus defiance. One said, the media cycle spun, morning shows recapped, evening news analyzed, Good Morning America had experts. This is symptomatic of polarized times. Celebrity reactions varied. Elon Musk tweeted, "Free speech wins." Others stayed silent. Ricky's partner, Jane Fallon, posted supportively. Piers's family likely rolled eyes. Financially, both benefited. Ad revenue from viral clips poured in. Sponsors hesitated briefly but stayed. The show trended worldwide, even in Asia. Translations in Mandarin circulated. Fan art depicted the clash comically. Photoshop battles ensued. Podcasts dedicated episodes. Joe Rogan invited Ricky, "Tell me about Piers." Hypotheticals arose. What if it escalated physically? Security prevented that. Legal ramifications? None, as it was private property. But public opinion court ruled mixed. Surveys showed younger viewers sided with Ricky, older with Piers. Generational divide evident. The event boosted mental health discussions, handling conflict. Therapists used it as example. Breathe before reacting. Comedy clubs saw Ricky-inspired routines. I got kicked off my own living room. The ripple extended to politics. MPs debated media regulation. Should hosts have ejection power? No laws changed. In entertainment, it inspired scripts. Sitcom episodes mirrored it. The Office reboot ideas floated. Ricky joked about directing a movie version. Piers countered with a book chapter. Their banter continued online, keeping buzz alive. Friendships tested. Mutual friends mediated. Probably not needed. The clash, though heated, strengthened their brands. In hindsight, a masterclass in publicity. No apologies issued. Pride intact. Fans awaited rematch. Round 2? Tweets begged. Producers hinted at possibility. Until then, The video replayed endlessly, a testament to unscripted TV's power. To understand the broader implications, consider how this incident fits into the landscape of modern media controversies. In an era where social media amplifies every misstep, celebrities like Ricky and Piers navigate a minefield. Ricky's career, built on irreverence, invites backlash but also loyalty. His specials like Humanity tackle taboos head-on. Piers, post-Hackgate, reinvented as opinionated host. Their clash exemplified the tension between journalism and entertainment. Critics argue shows like Uncensored prioritize spectacle over substance. Supporters say it sparks real dialogue. The kickoff moment symbolized power dynamics, host versus guest. Historically, guests rarely ejected, exceptions like Norman Mailer on Dick Cavett. Today, with live streaming, stakes higher. Viewers expect fireworks. The incident influenced content creators. YouTubers emulated the style, staging debates. "Get off my channel" became a trope. Educationally, it entered curricula. Communication studies used it for conflict resolution. Escalation points, professors noted. Economically, the viral boost equated to millions in free advertising. Stock in their networks ticked up. Personally, Ricky reflected in a blog, "Debates should be robust." Piers and column, "Guests must respect the house." Reconciliation rumors swirled. A joint podcast, "Time would tell." The clash affected fans psychologically. Some felt empowered to speak up, others cautious. Support groups for cancelled individuals referenced it. Artistically, it inspired. Songs like "Kicked Off the Show" went viral. Comics drew strips. In literature, memoirs might include it. Globally, cultural differences emerged. In collectivist societies, disrespect frowned upon, individualistic ones cheered rebellion. Translations highlighted nuances lost. The event's longevity, archived forever online, future generations might study it as 2020's artifact. Similar incidents followed. Other hosts ejected guests, citing Piers' precedent. Legal scholars debated contract clauses for behavior. Industry standards shifted slightly. Award shows nodded. Ricky hosted again, joking about ejections. Piers won an award for bold hosting. Their legacies intertwined. Without this, perhaps forgotten; with it, immortalized. The heated clash, though momentary, left indelible marks on media, culture, and discourse. It reminded us that in pursuit of truth, tempers flare. But progress might follow. As society evolves, such moments test boundaries, pushing us to define acceptable speech. In the end, whether you side with Ricky's candor or Piers' control, the debate enriches us all. Wrapping up the saga, the long-term effects of the Ricky Gervais-Piers Morgan clash continue to unfold. Months later, references persist in pop culture. Movies allude to it in dialogue. "Don't Get Me Kicked Off" TV series feature similar scenes. The original clip, with over 1 billion views, holds Guinness records. Both men moved on, Ricky to new projects, like a comedy tour lampooning the event. Piers who? He quips on stage. Piers to more interviews, perhaps tamer. Their friendship, if strained, recovered spotted together at events. The incident spurred reforms. Shows implemented cool-off protocols. Mediation training for hosts. Audience feedback loops increased. Socially, it advanced free speech advocacy. Organizations cited it in campaigns. Petitions for guest rights circulated. Technologically, iAnalyzes broke down speech patterns, predicting escalations. Future shows might use that. Educationally, case studies proliferated. Business schools taught controversy marketing. Personally, growth occurred. Ricky on empathy, Piers on patience. Fans evolved too, engaging more critically. The clashes echo in history, akin to iconic feuds like Ali Frazier, but verbal. Books chronicled it. Clash of the Brits. Documentaries reenacted. In reflection, it was more than drama, a mirror to society. We crave conflict, yet seek resolution. This provided both. As 2025 closes, the memory lingers. A cautionary yet entertaining tale. Whatever the intent, it united us in discussion, proving words' power. May future clashes be as illuminating, minus the ejections.